you guys what is up. It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I love all things thrift, vintage, new, nearly new, estate sailing, you name it. I love it. To my catwalkers, mwah, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together on this journey. As you saw from the title, but it made sense to do. For this new year, 2025, I wanted two things: a piece of fashion jewelry from Hermes, and the other, a pre-loved purchase that was quite unexpected. We are going to jump into it. I'm going to share everything with you guys. I do not gatekeep. I have some notes here. There's some things that I want to talk to you guys about. Sometimes things happen when you least expect it. The ring I happened upon while I was on Hermes's website, and I will post up here or here so that you can see. It is the large Olympe ring in the gold color. These rings come with different types of color leather going around the band. So the ring comes in two colors. You can get it in the gold, and you can get it in the silver color, which is the palladium if you prefer. I ended up going on their site and deciding that I wanted to get the ring in the gold. Looked on the site and see if they had my size. They did not. So I ended up taking a road trip to the Hermes store in King of Prussia and ended up purchasing this beauty right here. I'm going to give you the details. The ring came nicely packaged, and mind you, I have opened this box and obviously the ring is on my finger. Inside there is a little pouch. I think the pouch is adorable. And then in it is the little pillow. Once you're done, you can slide the ring on the pillow and it can rest in its box. I do have a couple of other Hermes jewelry pieces which were purchased pre-love, but I wanted this ring specifically brand new. Let me just share some things with you. If you're looking for this ring, know exactly what your ring size is. This ring comes in only small, medium, and large. My ring size is a 7 to a 7.5. I tried the ring on and that was all she wrote. So let me get into the nit and the grit about this. I purchased this ring on December 31st, 2024 at Hermes, King of Prussia. And if you guys are interested, they are at 350 Mall Boulevard, Suite 3007. This ring came up to $370 in subtotal. Once all the taxes were factored in, the 6% sales tax in Pennsylvania, the ring total came up to $392.20. If you're looking for something to get for yourself out of Hermes and you don't want to break the bank, going in the direction of maybe one of their bracelets, that's a little bit more expensive, you may want to look at some of their ring pieces. Now, this is considered fashion jewelry. The essay said to me, when I go to wash my hands, to make sure that I take off the ring, because you don't want anything to react to the gold in the ring. This is obviously a gold-plated ring. This is not a solid gold ring because it would be much, much more money. She said because of the fact that there's plating and then there's also this leather, that water would react and it could end up damaging the gold finish and or causing the leather to warp. So if you're interested in this ring, you may want to go on their website. This is the large size ring. There is a small version which is about half the size of this, but I think if you're going for impact, the large ring would be the way to go. In my collection of handbags, I do not have a whole lot of tote bags. I am a satchel or a shoulder bag type of a girly. Sprinkled in here and there are a few canvas boat and totes, but they too are not what I would consider a true tote bag. I happen to be on the Real, and I'm gonna post up here or here the pictures of the bag that I came across and ultimately bought. But before we do that, I want to introduce her. Looking for a tote bag. I started looking all around, so I said, well, let me see what the offerings are. Pre-loved. This bag that I'm going to show you is a discontinued piece. I ended up purchasing an Hermes Clemens double Sens in the size 45. So let me show her to you. This is the beauty that I ended up getting. I'm gonna give you a little bit of rundown about why I decided to buy this bag. So this beauty was initially sitting at $1,225. I looked a little bit closer and I realized that this bag was 20% off of that $1,225. It is the largest offering outside of the size 50, I believe, that this bag, this style of bag comes in. So I wanted a 45. I didn't want anything larger than a 45. So when I saw this and I looked at the price of it being 20% off $1,225, it was going to be $980. So I'm gonna sit here for a second. At that price, $980, I said, you know what? For a piece that is discontinued Hermes, in a tote especially, I decided I was gonna get it. $980 for this bag after taxes factored in. The bag came to $1,036. Now, I will tell you this about this piece. She is not in perfect condition because she does have little blemishes on her, but one thing, when I did see the bag, and I'm going to show you in these pictures here, she had little dark marks on her. And when it arrived, I looked at the marks and I'm like, oh my God, I think those marks can come out. So I blotted a little bit of paper towel and gently went over the areas that were blemished. And you know what? Those spots came out. Not perfectly. There's still a little teeny faint mark, and I'll turn it around on the back. You may be able to see some at the bottom, but there were dark marks here and over here, and I was able to buff those marks out. So I'm saying this to you guys with the utmost advice, because we're family here and we all have common thread interests. We like bags, we like a whole lot of stuff, but we don't want to spend a whole lot of money. This beautiful, authentic Hermes piece was up for grabs for a reasonable price. But the way that I came across it is because it was a thought that I was thinking about, that I wanted a tote. And I'm always on the cycle of looking for things. I'd say get in the habit of looking for things, especially if it's something that is coming out of, whether it's Hermes or whatever else is out there, and you might be interested in finding something like this. A lot of the times pre-loved sites, if they can't move bags at the ready, and especially things that aren't as common as, you know what they are, Birkins and Kellys and Bolides and some other things. Look for pieces that are unusual and or not heavily trafficked as far as what people are looking to purchase. I think that this is a very low-key, sophisticated tote bag, and I'm going to take out the stuffing so that you can see a tag from the Real that was inside of the bag. The simplistic marking on the front. This is a reversible bag. It does not have the Hermes marking on the other side of the bag if you wanted to carry it and be a little bit more subdued about what kind of bag it was. This is the color that would be on the outside of the bag. This is like a purple pinky color, which I was really drawn to. The fact that that was going to be the interior color of this bag. I'm going to put her back to her original side. This is the bag returned back to its original. I'll show you the underside. Let me put her right here. Okay, let me get into this about the measurements. This Hermes tote measures in height 12.75 inches, going this way. The length of the bag, this to this, is 14 inches in total. The depth of the bag is 5.25 inches. The strap drop is 9.25, both of these on the shoulder, so you get a nice little hang on the shoulder. And it is not a closed top bag. It is an open top bag, but you could easily put things on top to protect your goodies down at the bottom. The other thing with this is the colors. This color on the exterior is the Bougainvillea. The color on the interior is the Tosca, and it's all Clemens leather for a price point that makes a whole lot of sense. So now that brings me to the unexpected things that these ended up being. I never go and think to myself, oh my God, I don't know if I'll be able to find something. I kind of just go with the flow. And if I have in my mind that I want a tote bag, I never get specific about what kind of bag. Whatever I come across that catches my eye, this bag happened to catch my eye. This ring, which is something that I decided that I really would like to have, but it's also one of those things where it's a game of chance when you're walking into Hermes, because they weren't exactly sure if they had the ring in my size. They thought they only had smalls left. These rings sell very popular. So I would say sometimes it's better to just do a stroll up. I'm saying this to you guys with regards to if you're trying to find some really nice things, especially if you're interested in Hermes or the more pricier handbags, look on the pre-loved market specifically for sometimes discontinued bags, which are not all at the forefront of offerings that people are running after and are so popular. You never know what it is you can find, especially with the price points that they're at, because a lot of these bags are sitting at around $1,200, $1,600, $2,000. Some get up to $3,000 if they were the type of bags that weren't carried a whole lot. Read the descriptions, because the descriptions tell you everything. This bag was listed as fair condition. When I received the bag, it looked much better than fair condition, considering the fact that I was able to get the marks off of the bag and everything about this bag, from the handles to the corners. And you can see there's just a little mark. I don't even know if this will show up, but there's just like this little mark right here. But everything about this bag is in really good condition, and I am glad that I took the time to search to see that I could find something in the ideal of a tote, and ended up with something way more than what I ever expected. You guys, there you have it. Those are my two unexpected Hermes purchases. This ring and this beautiful tote. If you have any questions or you want me to do an in-depth review of this beautiful piece, let me know in the comments below. You have one of these beauties. Let me know what your thoughts are about the bag and what has been your experience thus far with the bag. Is this something that you really love? Because I think I am going to really enjoy carrying this. If you do not want to miss out on anything that I post, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Sunday, so if you do not want to miss out, tap that and you'll receive notifications each time I post a new video. Links to my socials will be listed in the description box below. You can also head on over to Poshmark. You can check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. If you see anything there that you are interested in, please feel free to leave me a message there, or you can head on over to Instagram. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. Feel free to DM me there. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe. See you all next Sunday. Bye for now.